Welcome to your California DMV cheat sheet. Listen before your test. You can play it on loop even while you sleep. Everything you need to remember in one go. Let's begin. First up, road signs. These are the shapes and colors you need to recognize on test day. Yellow signs with black markings alert drivers to hazards or special conditions ahead on the roadway. Diamond-shaped signs warn drivers of special conditions or hazards ahead, typically in yellow or orange. A white rectangular sign indicates that you must obey the stated rule. Blue service sign. Blue signs provide information about motorist services like rest areas, food, or nearby hospitals. Regulatory sign rules. Regulatory signs inform drivers of specific laws covering traffic direction, lane use, turning, speed, parking, or special situations. Railroad crossing sign. A round sign warns of an approaching railroad crossing. Slow down, look, listen, and prepare to stop. This sign warns of a reverse curve where the road curves right, then left in succession. Bicyclists use hand and arm signals to alert drivers to intentions since bikes lack turn signals. Slow-moving vehicles display this emblem to warn drivers they will travel 25 miles per hour or slower. This sign indicates your lane is splitting into two separate directions. You may turn or continue straight. Yellow lines separating lanes indicate traffic moving in opposite directions. Yellow lines mark the center of roads with two-way traffic. Solid means no passing, broken allows passing if safe. When broken yellow lines separate two-lane traffic, any driver may pass when there is no oncoming traffic. White lane markings. White lines between lanes indicate traffic traveling in the same direction and allow passing when broken. A red arrow means stop. Remain stopped until a green light or green arrow appears. A green arrow means go in that direction after yielding to vehicles, bicycles, or pedestrians in the intersection. A solid yellow arrow means green arrow protection is ending. Prepare to stop and yield before turning. A flashing red signal means stop. After stopping, proceed when safe while observing right-of-way rules. If you come across a no passing zone sign, it is not legal to pass in the indicated area. Red curb parking. You may not stop, stand, or park at a red painted curb under any circumstances. Next, right-of-way and turning rules. These trip up most drivers on the test. Treat a flashing red traffic light exactly as you would treat a stop sign by coming to a complete stop. When you encounter a flashing yellow light, you should slow down and proceed with caution after checking for traffic. Pedestrians using guide dogs or white canes, with or without a red tip, must be given the right-of-way at all times. Pedestrian crossings. You must yield the right-of-way to pedestrians crossing in any marked or unmarked crosswalk at all times. Right-of-way at intersections. When vehicles arrive simultaneously at an uncontrolled intersection, the vehicle on the right has the right-of-way. When approaching a yield sign, you must give the right-of-way to traffic already in the lanes you intend to enter. When turning left, begin in the lane closest to the center line and yield to oncoming traffic and pedestrians. Even when facing a green light, yield to pedestrians and vehicles already in the intersection before turning. Before changing lanes, check your mirrors and blind spots to ensure no vehicles are in your intended space. Always signal before changing lanes or moving your vehicle to the right or left to alert other drivers. Yielding while being passed. When another vehicle is passing you, yield to the passing vehicle and do not increase your speed. No passing restrictions. Do not cross the center line to pass on hills, curves, or where you cannot see far enough ahead to pass safely. You must never turn around while on or near curves or hills because you may not see oncoming traffic. Instructions from police officers directing traffic always take priority and override posted traffic signals and signs. When traffic signals are not working, treat the intersection as an always stop and yield the right-of-way. Don't assume right-of-way. Never assume other drivers will give you the right of way. Always yield whenever it helps prevent collisions. Don't block intersections. Do not enter an intersection on a green light if vehicles are blocking your path, as you could block cross traffic. Emergency vehicles. Always yield the right of way to emergency vehicles using sirens and flashing lights by pulling to the road edge. Now speed limits, lanes, and passing rules. The posted maximum speed limit is the fastest legal speed you can travel on a road under ideal conditions. Adjust for conditions. Drive more slowly during heavy traffic or bad weather, but avoid blocking normal traffic flow by driving too slowly. Match traffic speed. Adjust your speed to travel smoothly with other traffic on the roadway, provided they are driving within posted limits. White line markings. White lines separate lanes of traffic moving in the same direction, and you may cross dashed white lines to pass or change lanes safely. Warning signs are usually yellow with black markings and alert drivers to upcoming hazards ahead. School zone signs. Pentagonal signs mean you are approaching a school zone or school crossing, so be alert and prepare to stop. Work zone awareness. Enter work zones cautiously as signs and message boards warn of workers, slow equipment, and closed lanes ahead. Passing areas are based on how far ahead drivers can see, so allow passing vehicles to re-enter lanes easily. Safe passing distance. Before returning to your original lane after passing, ensure you are not dangerously close to the vehicle you passed. Your vehicle's blind spots are areas you cannot see in your mirrors, so look over your shoulder when changing lanes. Following large vehicles. Increase your following distance behind trucks, buses, or vehicles with trailers since drivers may not see you directly behind. Tailgating response. When being tailgate, create extra space in front of your vehicle and slow down gradually to prevent collision. Be aware of upcoming on-ramps on interstate highways and move out of the right lane when traffic permits to allow merging vehicles. Exiting interstate safely. Maintain your speed until entering the deceleration lane, then reduce speed to match the exit ramp's posted advisory speed. Stop completely when a school bus displays flashing lights and extended stop arm, and do not proceed until signals stop and armor tracks. Next, safety. What to do when conditions get tricky. Concentrate on driving, avoid taking other drivers' actions personally, and be forgiving to prevent becoming an aggressive driver yourself. Driving defensively means anticipating potential errors made by others and preparing to compensate for their mistakes. Look ahead while driving. Consistently watch the road far ahead to avoid last-minute braking or turning and drive more safely. Excessive speed is a common crash factor that does not save time and leads to high-risk decision-making. Speed increases fatality risk. As driving speeds increase, the chance of a fatality in the case of a collision increases. Effects of driver fatigue. Fatigue causes errors in speed and distance judgment, increases crash risk, and slows your decision-making ability. Combat driver fatigue. Take breaks every hour or so during long trips and share driving responsibilities with another person. Vehicle begins skidding. Release the accelerator or brake pedal to regain balance, then steer in the direction of the skid. Tire blowout response. Hold the steering wheel tightly, keep the vehicle straight, slow down gradually using light braking, then pull off safely. Vehicle leaves roadway. Hold the wheel firmly, release the gas, gently apply brakes, then gradually return to the roadway when safe. Wheels drop off pavement. Reduce speed immediately and gradually turn back onto the roadway. Avoid jerking the wheels suddenly. Backing up is always dangerous because visibility behind your vehicle is extremely limited. No zones are blind spots around trucks and buses where cars disappear, greatly increasing crash potential. Following motorcyclists. Allow a 3 to 4 second following distance behind motorcycles, which can stop quickly and fall easily. Strong wind lowers visibility by blowing dust and dirt onto roadways and can physically push vehicles. Hydroplaning occurs when standing water prevents tire contact with the road, typically above 35 miles per hour. Gravel and dirt roads. Your tires do not have as much traction on loose gravel and dirt roads as they do on concrete and asphalt roads. Use headlights whenever conditions prevent you from seeing other vehicles or when visibility is reduced. Use low-beam headlights in rain, snow, sleet, or fog to avoid glare reflecting back into your eyes. Wet road oil slick. During the first half hour of rain, exercise extra caution because roadway oil has not yet washed away. Now DUI laws. Pay close attention, these come up often. Blood alcohol concentration (BAC) measures the percentage of alcohol in your blood, and higher levels mean greater impairment. Legal alcohol limit. For drivers 21 or older, operating a vehicle with 0.08% BAC or higher is illegal and dangerous. Impairment below legal limit. Driving ability can become impaired at any BAC level, even below the 0.08% legal limit, and any alcohol affects judgment and coordination. Alcohol effects on driving. Alcohol slows your reflexes and reaction time, reduces your ability to see clearly, and makes you less alert. Alcohol clearance rate. Only time removes alcohol from your system. Coffee, exercise, and cold showers are ineffective, taking roughly 1 hour per drink. Alcohol absorption factors. Your weight, biological sex, food in your digestive tract, and number of drinks consumed affect how quickly your body absorbs alcohol. Prescription drug impairment. Both prescription and over-the-counter medications can impair driving ability, including drugs for colds, allergies, or anxiety. You must know how any medication, prescription, or over-the-counter affects your ability to drive safely. Sleep deprivation effects. Lack of sleep impairs driving just like alcohol and drugs by slowing reaction time, reducing awareness, and impairing judgment. Open container law. Any opened alcoholic beverage container must be kept in the trunk of the vehicle, or in another place where passengers do not sit. A first DUI conviction with excessive BAC can result in up to 6 months in jail, fines of $390 to $1,000, and vehicle impoundment. Never drive impaired. Even a single drink affects your ability to drive safely, so avoid driving after consuming any amount of alcohol. Next, parking and vehicle equipment rules. Parking alongside the curb. When parking on a level street, keep your front and back wheels parallel with the curb and within 18 inches of it. When parking on hills without curbs, turn your wheels toward the road edge to prevent rolling away from traffic if brakes fail. Parked vehicle visibility. Ensure your parked car is visible to drivers approaching from any direction and does not become a hazard to others. Blue curbs are reserved for disabled persons displaying a valid disabled placard or special license plate. Headlights at dusk. Turn on your low-beam headlights as daylight fades to help other drivers see you. Vehicle windows clear. Remove all snow, ice, and frost from your windows and mirrors before driving to see clearly. Two-part seat belts. Always wear both the lap belt and shoulder belt in a two-part seat belt system for maximum protection. Children age 12 and under should sit in the back seat where airbags pose less risk. Child restraint systems. Children under 8 years old or under 4 feet 9 inches must use a child passenger restraint system. It is illegal to leave children age 6 or younger unattended in a vehicle. Truck bed safety. Do not allow a person to ride in the back of a pickup or other truck unless the vehicle is equipped with seats and the person uses both the seat and a safety belt. You must carry proof of insurance and show it to officers upon request during traffic stops or after accidents. Last section. Tips to help you pass on the first try. Read all 4 options before answering. The first answer often looks right but isn't. Cross out obviously wrong answers. Pick from what's left. Absolute words warning. Always and never are usually wrong. Seek answers containing usually or most of the time. Trust first instincts. Your first instinct is usually right. Only change an answer if you're sure. Manage your pace. Time is available. Read each question twice before selecting your answer. Rest before testing. A rested brain remembers more. Don't cram the night before. Trust your preparation. You've now reviewed every key concept. Trust your prep and good luck. That's your California cheat sheet. Take the full practice test next. Link in the description. Good luck on your test.